All right, welcome this evening to our live stream of the second instalment of the Mozzies Possibles and Probables.
Where are they? I know you're hiding them.
Security, get this man out of here.
Security.
I'm joined here this evening by James Dedassel. Going to providing some expert commentary for us here, and also the man behind the camera is Shane Crowley.
Welcome, Shane.
And myself, Shep.
Welcome, Shep. Yeah, beautiful night here on Darwin Cup Thursday, eve of the Darwin Cup. Beautiful, sultry, 21 degrees, I reckon. We've got the black pitch jets happening. You'll hear them probably throughout the night.
Be a few of those screaming around.
And some, yeah, it's a good sky behind us, isn't it? Beautiful.
Certainly is a perfect night for rugby
and big numbers again out for this trial game, second trial game, Possibles versus Probables versus Possibles for the Mozzies 15s. Heading away to Adelaide in about 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah, certainly trying to put in a strong showing for the inaugural Minor States Premiership. And as you say, a great turnout. We've got 40 plus players here this evening. And a great quality players too. There's not just a bunch of sort of possibles and not so probables. These are actual genuine contenders. There's 40 players that could very well wear the Mozzies jersey in the next 6 weeks.
It's not you or I or Shane out there in the possibles.
That's exactly right, mate.
But and a lot of new guys playing tonight as well that didn't get a chance to play last Thursday. Some guy, Reece Mulholland over from Gove, and some other guys that weren't available last week. So
we've had a
last chance to impress the selectors.
Yeah, certainly is. Had some big sessions this week and last in the gym for most of the local Darwin boys, and they're really proven tough sessions for the boys. It's be a big stint for those, and the likes of Reece coming over, it'll certainly be a step up from him to what he's used to.
Some good hit-outs I see on with Evolve Fitness, who have come on board to whip the Mozzies into shape, and a lot of social media around the Mozzies this time of year, which is great. And Greg Tobin doing his player probes, and some live footage of the boys training, and some good exposure. It's good to see. Yeah,
it certainly is. If anyone wants to get behind the Mozzies campaign, jump on Facebook and search for the Mozzies 15s campaign, and you can follow all of their player probes and sessions through that page, and jump on, share some comments, and it's an open forum.
Anyone around Rugby Park at the moment too, if you could bring up a couple of cans of the NTAU sponsors.
Vocal lubricant.
The beautiful Hahn product. It would be greatly appreciated. Just one, mid-strength.
Just the one? Two?
Now. One each. Drink responsibly.
So we're not far from kick-off here, guys, so it won't be long and you'll get to look away from our ugly mugs. And on the action down on the field, the boys are just donning their jerseys and about to take the field.
Yeah, Luke Dodd's back from injury. He'll be refereeing tonight. Frosty, who refereed last Thursday, looks like he'll be doing one sideline, and I'm not sure of the other assistant referee's name, but we do see her around officiating a lot of games throughout the season.
Yeah, once again, a big shout out and thank you to the referees this evening. It's obviously their off season as well, and it's a big ask for them to come out and support us in these trial matches. They do a great job throughout the season, and expect nothing different tonight with the top quality rugby we're going to see.
And I think between Dwight and myself and Shane, we should be able to get the names correct for most of these guys. We do apologise for any mispronunciations, fellas, when you head home tonight and you're watching yourselves on the big screen. There's a few new faces. There's a couple of players that only just newly arrived in the top end, and obviously with rugby experience and wanting a crack at the Mozzies. I'm not sure who's possibles and who's probables tonight. I dare say it's probably a little bit of a mixture of both tonight, going on what teams we've seen and what we had last week.
Yeah, just speaking of some of the interstate players that have come up, it's the middle of the season down south. However, we've finished our regular rugby season here in the top end.
Look, special thanks to Sam Dodds. She's just messaged me. So the other assistant referees tonight are Sue Stanway, and young Hamish Dodds there. He'll be helping out as well. Big Dog's young fella. Probably just see him coming into the screen there now. So thanks, Sam. Shout out there to Sam.
So you have a bit of a love fest happening in the middle here as everyone sort of shakes each other's hands before the battle and a few bum taps and the likes.
Going for that similar Mozzies jersey again. I think we'll be able to tell them apart. Looks like Zach might be running the show for one team there. Big Dog just giving them all a dressing down. Looking forward to catching up with Big Dog on Saturday. We've got the South Darwin 2008 10-year grand final winning team reunion, which Big Dog was the coach of. So we'll sure he'll be sharing a few stories on Saturday night.
Yes, some very exaggerated stories there of everyone's prowess for that season, I'm sure. I'm sure Big Dog back in the day in 2008 loved the sound of his voice just like he does now.
All that bigger Cobra. It'll be a special night. It's one of the last seasons of that Slugger played full on before he finished playing footy. Slugger, a great stalwart for the Palmerston and South Darwin clubs, and Slug passed away in 2014, and those two clubs have been playing for the Slugger Cups, which Palmerston won this year. So Brock's going to bring the cup out, so the boys that Slug played with back in 2008 can see the trophy that the teams play for each year. Nearly ready for kickoff. Zach Phillips, ball in hand. The fluorescent orange running towards TIO Stadium. We'll call them the possibles.
We'll call them the probables,
I think. We'll call them the probables. We'll start the clock. And we're on. On the money, Zach.
Kick there from Zach. Knock on from Tane, the possible team.
Frankie Kirtau securing that ball on the kickoff there in the number 8 jersey for the Probables.
The Probables looking to shift it wide early, and I think that might be one of their tactics this evening with Rappo out in the back line and some of the more speedier backs.
Rowan Leach there with a hit up from Palmy Crocs, playing hooker tonight. Wide ball, skips 3, picks up Frankie out wide, running a good line. That's Ryan McMurray there at halfback, is it?
Yeah, certainly is. Yeah.
Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try there. We'll see if we can catch that on the replay. Very opportunistic try this one. As you'll see, the ball uncontrolled there by the Probables team and picked up by Tane Whakadegiloa and passed on to Johnny there, who puts it under the post.
It's a long surname, Tane's got.
Changes every time I say it, I must admit.
play conversions tonight by the look of it. I don't think they were kicking goals last week. I can't
No, they weren't kicking goals last week. It's just as much of a trial these days as for the kickers as what it is. The other players, it's a crucial part of the game.
I believe this is one of the new boys to the top end, Braden. I think he's, I'm led to believe he's signed on with the Darwin Dragons for next season. Adds the extras. 7 blot. Plenty of chat from the Possibles.
It was certainly lacking in the first 20 minutes from both teams last week. Great talk here this evening. I'm not sure if everyone can hear it through the microphone and the cameras.
Lack of communication there on the grab, but Possibles secure it. Ball's popped out. Davey Taylor picks up, cleans up.
Strong run there by Josh Phillips.
Milky, yes. You'll notice Robbie Butcher not playing tonight, Shep. He's Pirates had their presentation night on the weekend. I believe he was stung by catfish.
Stung by catfish. I could imagine that at a Pirates presentation night.
Pirates on their annual, I think they generally go out on a boat. And, that's what I hear. That's what my sources tell me.
Very reputable sources, those as well.
Butch will have that sting wrapped in ice tonight. Who's we got? That's Mark there from the Swampies throwing in tonight for the Possibles, playing hooker. Looks like we got Chris Whitrod and Milky also in the front row. Tarney and I'm not sure of the back row there. The Possibles, you might be able to help me out there. Johnny obviously at 8. Vinnie Marnes at halfback. Braden at 5'8". Possibles win their own ball. Belly's back from Adelaide tonight. He's in the centres. Drop ball there. So we got Watson out at fullback. Davey Taylor on one wing.
There's a good turnover there. The Possibles team.
Drop ball there from Mark. Yeah, a little bit scrappy, and Big Dog will call a scrum. Try and identify that other centre there in the Possibles team next to a Belly. Need my glasses. Back line for the Probables tonight. We've got Ryan McMurray, Zach Phillips at 10, Sevi and Micah on the wings, Drew and Rapo in the centres, and that looks like Nigel Marr there at fullback. That's Nigel with the ball now. That's a little knock on there. Unlucky.
Yeah, slightly disjointed in that backline play there. The move that they had set up didn't quite come off, and Drew found himself slightly isolated. These are all the combinations I'll get to work on over the coming weeks and months as we lead into the Minor States Championship.
Oh, is that the young guy from Dragons, is it? In the
yes, it is, yep. Yeah. Recently returned from a stint down in Canberra.
Playing with Easts down in Canberra there, under the watchful eye of Timmy Cornforth, I believe. A lot of Darwin boys down there. There goes the Belly. He's through. He's
good front on defence.
Wrapped up there, knocked back by the Probables.
By Benji, he's done well. Young Cougar.
Good clean out there from the Possibles.
Probables retain the ball.
And Ryan puts that on the foot. Watson's let that bounce. And Whitty's taken that. Good chat there by Whitty. Stayed on his feet as long as he could. Big Dog playing advantage. We've got Weiss Sekatoga there in the second row. battling with the forwards here.
The possible side certainly look a lot sharper than the probables
Another drop ball
this evening.
there, and no release there by the Probables, and a penalty to the Possies. 7 minutes in, bit scrappy. Just boys finding their combination.
Both teams playing with a lot of intensity
Look
this
at that
evening.
for a
Just
banana.
the probables lacking a little bit of polish. We'll try and get we'll try and get Joe Albert up in the halftime break, and we'll just have a discussion around how the trainings have been so far and how he's expecting everyone to go. It's always good to get a bit of insight from the coach himself.
Great pill from Mark. Finds his Swamp Dogs teammate Johnny at the back of that line out. Back down the short side to Whitty. Good leg drive. Bit of continuity here for the Possies. Good clean out again. Vinny picks Milky, shifts one. He's held onto that well.
Strong run there from Tane Whakarekaloloa.
Fourth phase, back down the short side. Whitty again. Oh, there's a head clash. Vinny Mann, quick tap. Looking for their half back, no half, and there's a knock on. Playing advantage. Mark Gillum just trying to pick up the back of that ruck. There's a clearance. Nice kick from Zach. He's found Johnny. This will be dangerous.
They need to shift
Davey,
it wide.
Davey with a bit of space.
Davey's got to give it. He's
unlucky there. Let's play on. Watson cleans up. Drew Tobin all over that, and then he's off his feet, and he'll play a penalty there again. Probables a little bit lacking a bit of discipline there at the breakdown.
Yeah, they were certainly lucky to come away with only a penalty there. Davey had to let that ball fly on the counter attack. It certainly would have been interesting. Couple of man overlap. It'll be certainly interesting to see the scrums this evening. Last week it was a very one-sided affair with the Probables driving over most scrums. Certainly a solid scrum from the Possibles there this evening. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Yeah, the Possibles.
Over from a try. There's
Over there, try number
some rather poor defence here we'll see from the Probables team. Just lazy tackles. And Milky makes 12 metres as he's sort of busting towards the line. And a nice little offload here from Tane Whakarekaloloa. And big fella crashes over right beside the post.
It's been good from the Possibles tonight, that little shift on between the forwards. Good bit of interplay.
It's certainly something that the Probables are going to have to become aware of in the next 3 quarters of the game. It's a very common occurrence, a little shift ons, shifting that point of focus for the attacking forwards. They're seeing a lot of penetration as a result. Successful with the conversion. Brings the score to Possibles 14, and Probables still yet to score. 12 minutes into this Possibles and Probables match this evening. I'm pretty sure we're going to run a 20-minute quarters, just like we did last week. More so to give the big dog a break rather than the players.
Zach needs to take over here. He needs to take control, settle things down, get some possession, get some continuity. Look at that kick right on the money again.
Very good kick-off.
Good contest, knocked back. Drew Tobin cleans up. This is their opportunity now. 30 out. Playing advantage all over that ball again. Joe won't be happy with the discipline from either team in this first 12 minutes. Decoy there, Zach. Oh, I thought he was going to have a little run there. Q again, running wide. Wisey, a little shift on again.
Another little shift on.
Play.
Once again, some great penetration from that little shift pass.
Coming back there, no advantage. Looks like Joe and the coaching staff have got that little 1-2 in the forwards happening.
Yeah, certainly. It's a very good shift in play to get outside that third or fourth man off the ruck, especially when you have your A and B and pillars in tight and expecting the first forward to make that crash. And a little shift on catches everyone off guard.
There's Rowan from Palmerston Crocs throwing the ball in. Found his mark. Murray, Phillips. Oh, defence was up quick then. And there's an offload. He's found a belly, and this will be interesting.
And here we have the best Crowley in the NTRU.
Oh, that's young Trey out there, is it?
Making a break down the sideline. It's good counter attack there from the Possibles team. It's very interesting to note that the Probables didn't try for a rolling maul with a 5 metre line out in attack and opted to go wide early. Wasn't unfortunately successful for them, as we can see with the penalty here on halfway for the Possibles team.
The Possibles certainly they're running with a bit more depth too. These team names are so similar. We call them something else. I get mixed up.
It certainly is a tongue twister. It's Possibles versus Probables.
Fluoros versus Stripies. It's actually a little bit cool.
That breeze has certainly come in. It's quite nice up here this evening.
Greg Tobin, if you're listening on the live stream down there, still waiting on a couple of beers, mate. If you sort that out. Drink responsibly. There we go.
Break straight off the line out there
run
for the Possibles team. Stripey's on the attack again.
And Johnny's come out into the back line here. If they don't score here, there's a knock on. Good defence. Just going one play too many. Good run there from Q. Over the advantage line. Good clean out. There's a shift on here. They got numbers. Great ball. Drew's found Rapo. Rapo's found
Very
Nigel.
slick.
Micah inside.
Oh.
Good line. Just
Ball's gone backwards.
get the pass right
Still
there.
retained by the Probables. Spoke too soon.
Geez, Micah changed his line then perfectly, didn't he? Just didn't quite get that pass back into him. That could have been trouble there.
Yeah, a little bit softer on that little pop pass, and Michael would have been away. Very good to see, though. Looking to attack right from their own try line. Run themselves out of danger rather than kick. And there we have quarter time. A little bit ahead of schedule. And we'll reset the clock back to 60 minutes. Australia now to a half-time highlights package, and we'll just go and look to find ourselves a frothy.
Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... Second quarter about to restart. We'll go back to the scrum there. Stripey's feeding. A little knock on there from the Fluoros. Vinnie Mann to feed. Looks like we've got a couple of changes here on the Fluoros. Young Caleb Nicky's come onto the wing. Reese Mulholland at fullback. And Jai Snowden's gone to the side there. Open side flanker. Good to see young Reese. See how his fitness levels are. Been playing a bit of AFL over on Gove. He still looks lively. Chris Whitrod crashing through the middle. Not coming out of there. No, he's blown a penalty there. Penalty to the Possibles. Bit of feedback there on Facebook. Robbie Butcher saving himself for a potential league game with Souths, apparently. I hear he was best on ground down in Katherine recently for the South Darwin Rugby League Club. Where's Brocky? I don't know where Brocky is. He's not here. Thank you, Shep. I'll just leave you with the sultry sounds of Pitch Black. So we've got some boys from the local Marara Golf Club just pulled in there on a golf buggy. Oh, it's not that far of a drive down, is it? Really? Sekatoga steals that one. Possibles were right on the attack there after a penalty. Big Dog playing advantage. They'll hold on to it here and see what advantage they can take. So they've got numbers out wide, but down the short side. And they'll go back to the penalty there. Seven not rolling away is the call there.
Zach will look to chew off a few metres here. Not too bad. Effort there. Good line out win for the Probables there. Slick backline move. Zach's taking it in. Once again, not quite getting that backline play where they'd like it.
Oh, I think there's a little lack of communication out there at the moment, the Probables back line. But that's what a trial game's for.
Might be caught a little bit short down the blind side here.
Nice leg drive, and Jai's ripped that free. Wise cleans up, Probables ball. Jai's brought a little bit of energy there to the Probables pack. Fresh legs.
Another nice kick there from Zach. Picks themselves up another 25 metres.
Who's the two boys in front of Wise? Are they Cougars boys?
Yeah, we've got the jumper there was Benji, and the lifter, the rear lifter, was Daniel Jarman. Benji Bowman, he's a young Army player, joined the Cougars this year.
Pressure there from the Probables. They've stolen that ball. Good hit there from Mark Gillam. He's playing some good footy tonight. Swamp Dog stalwart. Back chatting.
Oh, he's been marched.
Jeez, you're not doing yourself any favours there, back chatting a referee.
No, certainly not. No. Tano Whakateketakiloa has had a good first 20 minutes and just sort of blew it all there with a one run of the mouth.
Sue Stanway marks the line there. 10 out. Probables on the attack. Want to see young Reese with ball in hand. See what he's got. Looks like Rapo has shifted to the wing. Caleb Nicky there on the inside of Zach's shoulder. Wise takes that. Good line out. Flat ball. Q. Back to the short side with Wise. Runs it back into the D. A loose release. That's a better run.
Good run there from Jack Rutherford. They've got numbers.
Great pill. Great cut ball. Rappo, he'll finish that.
In the corner.
Try there, the Probables.
Very good to see. Let's watch a replay of that one.
Won their set piece. Much better there.
As you can see, the quick hands here. Unleash Rappo on the blind on the outside. They had a 4-man overlap there and certainly capitalise on it. It was good to see. And Zach Phillips will be taking the kick this evening for the Probables. He's hitting them fairly sweet this year for the Cougars. I'd back him in on his recent form.
If Sonia ever gets the kicking tee out to him. Sonia Rudravu. Swamp Dogs first grade coach. Had a good season with the Swampies. 3 wins this year. Couple of very close losses.
They certainly looked strong early in the season. No. Then unfortunately for Swampies, the numbers dropped off for both grades. And it'd be certainly great to see they've got some fantastic talent out there. And their juniors look very strong. It'd be good to see some of those juniors stick around into the B grade ranks and push on into A grade.
Nailed it.
Very good kick there from Zach from the sideline.
Battle of the kickers tonight. Very important job in Adelaide, goal kicking.
Oh, it certainly will be. It'll be hard to go past Zach as a kicker. And obviously Robbie Butcher, when he's recovers from his catfish sting, certainly in the mix for kicking duties as well. So plenty of competition within the squad.
Just don't let the Fijians kick for goal. Be my advice to the coaches.
Don't let Fijians kick full stop.
Frankie Kirtau takes that. That's a good tackle from Johnny. It's a good battle tonight between those two. Probably the 2 form back rowers of the competition, in my opinion, this year. Johnny took out the leading try scorer award at the Eric Johnson medal, and the Probables go wide again. There's Sevy. He's got Reese Mulholland in his inside. He offloads. Just delayed the pass.
Yeah.
It was a little bit forward there, I thought.
It was forward. Needed to be given about 5 yards earlier, that one.
Some good shift there. Some good signs.
Unleashed Reese Mulholland. He's got a fair bit of wheels. Young Reese.
Yeah, we're happy to see Reese in the Mozzie Sevens program later in the year. No substitute for speed.
No, certainly not.
Apparently, I've never had it.
It's the one thing I've never had copious amounts of. Except for that one time in Mexico.
There's a loose ball. It's knocked back though. Watson cleans up. Tani again. Well, he's getting through a bit of work tonight. Good offload. Finds Johnny. Finds a belly.
Strong offload.
And that's a
Beautiful
great
cover
tackle.
defence.
Oh, and he's injured himself there at bellies. He just copped a little cork. Ryan McMurray. Probables have the ball.
Oh,
That's
strong
a great
defence there from the
tackle.
Probables team.
And he's taken that. Who was that? That's Braden. That's the number 10 there, the new boy. Oh,
Ooh.
flat pass.
Territory flat.
I'll tell you, that was very impressive there. 1%ers. And he puts the ball on the toe. And here we go, Reese. Reese ball in hand. Beats one, beats two.
Back to his feet.
Shifters on here if they can get it. Sevi again's got Rapo. And here he goes, away. Can he
A
find
good cover
support?
defence there from Trey Crowley.
That was a good tackle.
On the bigger man.
Is that Micah found himself over on the other side? I'll bring my glasses next time. I was very impressed with the number 10's work there. He's put in a
Fantastic,
solid
very-
tackle, got to his feet, released, stole the ball, made 10 metres, then got back to his feet to take the ball off the halfback.
Yeah, certainly not
Efforts.
something you see a 10 do very often.
No, it's
Make those sort of tackles on a prop nonetheless. And then drive over and win the ball back on the back of that. We have an injury here to Tane Whakadekagaloa. He's finding himself limping off.
slowly getting back.
Mashire
Thin on
back rower
numbers.
replacement.
Subs tonight by the look of it. There's Pearson grabbing a jersey. And there's, don't know who that is. Just going to throw a jersey on. No. Tani's come off for a breather. That wasn't Micah over the other side because he's on the bench at the moment. That looks like, I don't know who that is. Is that a Cougars player?
No, not sure who the replacement is coming on now in the 6 jersey for the Stripies.
Got a bit of size about him.
A little bit of confusion down on the bench as to which one of the reserves they are going to throw on there.
We'll have to ask Joe at half time who that is. Possible Palmy or Dragons player maybe. Les Pearson down there on the sideline with Joe, assistant coach. Palmerston first grade coach. Mozzie Sevens head coach.
Certainly had a good year this year with the Palmerston team. They were very strong throughout the year. It was South and Palmerston, look, the two best teams leading into the final series.
Belly.
Oh,
Watson there in the
great
clear.
cover defence there from Reese Mulholland and
Reese.
Davey Taylor.
Entered from the side there. I'm just trying to think of that young guy's name from Canberra. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Todd McManus. Thanks, Puru. Get Puru up at half time and say a few words. Young Todd McManus. I've been watching the Canberra comp throughout this season. I've seen his name there in the Prem Division a couple of times, coming off the bench. See young Liam Bilston as well, a regular starter for Easts in the Prems, in the front row. It's Palmerston Junior.
Very strong comp down there in Canberra. A few games down there myself back in the day.
Who did you play for down there?
Royals.
The Royals. Yeah.
In between stints at Randwick and
There's another
and
turnover.
Drummoyne, the Dirty Reds in
Here we
Sydney.
go. Johnny's at the back with a bit of space. What's he got? Good settler from Johnny. It's what you want from your number 8. Recycle. Down
Ooh.
the short side. Whitty wasn't expecting that. It's knocked back. Mark Gillum there, a big charge. Up over the advantage line. Don't go one too many, piggies.
It's good ball retention there from the Stripies.
Backs are looking for it now. To Todd, to a belly. Oh, he's tried to flick that out the back. It's gone to ground. Todd cleans up. Drew cleans him up. Possibles maintaining possession. Nice tackle there from Frankie Keatow. Great hands there. Mark Gillum again. He's getting through some work. He's tried to offload. And Big Dog will call a little knock on there to the Probables and half time.
And that is half time. We'll throw to some half-time highlights, and we'll try and get a hold of Joe Albert after the break and have a bit of a discussion about what he's going to talk about in the half-time break and where he feels both teams need to improve.
Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
It's a very quick try. Short side play.
So I want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
It's a very quick try. Short side play.
So I want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
It's a very quick try. Short side play.
So I want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Runs it back into the D. A loose release. That's a better run.
Good run there from Jack Rutherford. They've got numbers.
Great pill, great cut ball. Rappo, he'll finish that.
In the corner.
Try there, the Probables.
Very good to see. Let's watch a replay.
Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north. Let's play on.
We might have an early runaway try.
He's looking for support. And he's found... That's one of the Swamp Dog boys.
Johnny.
That's Johnny, is it? Johnny wearing the number 7 tonight.
That's a very quick try. Short side play.
Just want to give a little shout out to Timmy Yee from the Darwin Dragons down at the Snow. Hope you're enjoying yourself down there, Timmy. We miss you up here in the warm north.
All right, welcome back to the second half of the Mosquitoes trial. Crowley here's jumped in. Shep's going to be jumping on the camera. Hopefully he can do an actually good job rather than the terrible job I was doing before. Apologies for that. Apologies, Greg. You should have picture back now. Here we go with the kickoff. Nice high one right on the mark, right where you want it. Takes it through. Good steal there by Benji, right off the side.
Rod. Turnover there. Found himself in a bit of space.
Oh, I look to hit it up here through Jack Rutherford. Good tackle down low. Nice clean out. Ryan McMurray look to release. Good defence. Great defence up on the outside. It looks like that was Booker there, up from Alice Springs.
Yeah. Little double pump from the halfback, sort of slowed it down.
Booker in a good position over the ball. Hasn't quite got hold of it. Spread it wide, good length. Dave Taylor using the width on the outside. Smart play by the quicker winger.
Oh, Watson found himself in a bit of space.
We are seeing a slightly different adjudicated game here with Big Dog as opposed to Frosty last week. A few more penalties. A bit of a slower play in terms of the game, but I think the guys will actually appreciate this once they get down to Adelaide in having a couple different officiating styles, and sometimes being used to playing against a referee that does like throwing the penalties a bit. You have to get used to it and try and play to the whistle as much as you don't want to, as much as I'm terrible at it. You've really got to get used to it. So it's something that'll work in their favour getting down to Adelaide. One against a throw there by Benji. Good hit up off the back of the line out. I look to go back to their structure. A couple hit ups right in close.
Yeah, you certainly have to prepare for a
laying in the ruck, slowing it down.
different style of officiating when you're going to state. Oh, Zach, show and go.
Great inside dummy.
Pulled up there a bit lame by the look of him. He's looking for support. Probables secure the pill. Flat ball there, another error, double knock on.
They seem to be doing that a bit. They make the break and unfortunately just becomes a bit of a rabble rather than just setting it up, going one phase and then releasing on the outside where the numbers are.
Milky Phillips there on the bench, having a breather.
Yeah, I think he's not quite as fit as he used to be, young Milky. He's as wide as he is tall, but he's trying his best.
He knows when we're talking about him. Possibles with the ball, a belly there. Belly's a belly and setter have gone to the Brighton Rugby Club in Adelaide to finish the season there. There's Vinnie Marm with a good run. Finds Tarney. Great offload off the ground there. Possible secure the ball. Chris Whitrod's gone into halfback. Oh,
that's why props don't go halfback, I think.
It's good contact there from Frankie Kiatau on Booker from Alice Springs, I believe. Belly through the middle. That's a great tackle. Who was that? That's Q again with a great hit on his South Darwin teammate, a belly. A belly drifting across field, an easy target. There's pitch black again. Apologies if you can't hear us.
Yeah, like you're saying, in Billy and Setter down there playing for Brighton against the Wasps on the weekend. They had a 73-point win over the Wasps, and Mbelly at stages looked like he was just playing a bit of touch. I think he went over for 3 or 4 tries.
And young Joe Tuialaki as well, one of Setter's Tabadamu Sevens boys over from Fiji. He scored a hat-trick off the wing. So they're going to finish the season off down there with NTAU finishing early, and boys had a game of league for South Darwin before they went down there. So Abelli's just back this week in Darwin. He heads back south tomorrow, so not sure whether Joe's going to have a chat to him and check his availability, whether he's going to play for the Mozzies or the Adelaide Falcons. You would hope he plays with the Mozzies. But yeah, it was. It did look like touch footy at.
Yeah, I've seen a few where Mbelly seemed to run through and it looked like men were actively trying to jump out of the way. Understandable.
Yeah, the boys had a field day. They're struggling in the cold weather down there at the moment. But, Brighton Rugby Club have
There's not a lot of cold weather in Fiji as far as I'm aware.
Vinnie Mann feed the scrum.
Good,
Loose
good
carry
defence
there
by the halfback.
from Booker.
Does play well above his weight there, Ryan, in defence. Not always the biggest hitter, but never lets go of his man. I think the Fluoros will look to set up here with a dummy runner through the middle and try and release Reese on the outside. Looks like they're set up for that sort of structure with the stripes defending in quite tight. So we'll see how the sort of plays out here.
Yeah, Micah's in there nice and tight too. Could be another decoy. I'd like to see Reese with the ball in hand.
Another good positive thing, a couple of the under-17s down here running the water for the Mozzies. Good to see them in amongst the group. They've been training all year with them, doing the extras down at the Evolve Fitness. So really good to see them in amongst it.
Feeds that Zach Phillips, and
He's made an absolute liar of me. Thanks, Zach.
he's got a good bounce there, and he's
Terrible bounce there for young Trey Crowley.
down touch about 28 out there.
A few of the forwards trying to get there to the play. Jack Rutherford's really struggling in his speed there. There he is, slowly getting to that line out.
We look for another 6 ball to the back to Johnny or Tani front. One short. Wise Secretary's come around offside there. And Big Dog's, he's picked that up.
Definitely came through too early there, trying to get in on the offside position, but can't quite do that in the maul, in the line-out.
It's not out. Michael will take that nicely. Looks to shift to Reese on the bounce. Here we go. Bit of space. Offloads. Finds Sev. He's got Rappo outside him. He's taken the hit.
He's fended off young Todd there, gone in on the inside, set up well, but unfortunately he's lost it in that ruck. Released Dave on the outside. He's got the speed. Couldn't quite get on the outside.
That's play on, and that ball's gone out. It's scrappy again on the far side.
Welcome to Ryan Vidler, all the way from Scotland, having a watch of the feed as well. Good to see a good number in there. He is having some visa issues. He isn't allowed back in. No one wants a Scotsman in Australia.
Except for you, Big Gordo, if you're out there watching.
Scrums have been really good tonight. Really competitive. Nice low in their body height. Zach's released on the outside. Great line there. He's open on the outside. Can he? Yes. Good ball to Micah. Micah taking on Trey on the outside. Comes back in. Good step. Trey gets him on the second run. So again, play a little bit wider off Zach here. Set it up towards the middle of the field. And
good shift from Wisey. Good skills there.
Got numbers out to the right. Unfortunately, they've turned it over. Haven't worked hard in the ruck. Numbers here on the outside. Great flick ball.
There.
Releases Trey on the outside. Uses his speed. Good little kick.
No chase though in D.
Does give Reese a bit of open space, which he loves, and he takes advantage of. Great tackle there by Trey.
There. Good play from young Trey. Drew Tobin.
Chance here for
Puts
Todd
the
to
boot
show
ball.
what he's got there.
Oh, Dave Taylor down the sideline. Steps inside. Is that Zach Phillips making that tackle over there?
Yeah, good work by Zach. Got to his feet straight away. Looks like he's just put enough pressure in there for Luke to pull the penalty, but good work by Dave. Like I say, you can't teach that speed, can you? Just raw speed he's got.
Yeah, he's super quick. One of the quickest up here, Davey. Davey starts coming down to sevens training as well. Once he's finished with his 15s schedule. Oh, this is good to see the numbers. I reckon we're going to have a good summer of sevens when the boys get back from Adelaide. I think all the clubs should be pretty competitive with what we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
It's good timing for the summer of sevens this year. Obviously, with the season a bit early, it gives that couple of months break. The clubs to really have a good showing for the boys in September, leading into that Mozzies period away towards October and November with a couple of tournaments.
There you go, the Fluoros. Reese looking to shift, finds more, little drop on, knock on there again. It's just timing, that's all that is, bit of communication. Reese obviously just meeting a lot of these blokes for the first time tonight. Literally got off the plane at 5 p.m. Yeah, we're just waiting for confirmation, but it looks like the Mozzies, Sevens will form part of the new Queensland Sevens Premier Series, which will be the 9 Brisbane Premier clubs and 3 wild cards. So it looks like the Mozzies are going to be one of those 3 wild cards. 4 tournaments leading into the Nationals in December. And a couple of Hahn products there being opened.
Oh, he's just had a quick little bobble. Didn't quite get in his hands before he looked for what he was looking to do. Yeah, good for the Mozzies. I know you've been working hard with them this year to get them down for the Sevens program. Been working pretty much since the start of the year. Yeah. I think it's a great avenue for not just the fast and fit boys, but a lot of young kids to come into a Mozzies program and sort of train to that next level.
Yeah, I think South East Queensland is the hub of sevens in Australia, and Brisbane's it's a good, easy route for the Mozzies team to go. Nice, easy flights into Brizzy. They're going to be one-day tournaments, 5 games in the day, fly in, fly out, 4 tournaments. We've got about 25 guys so far in our squad, keen and ready to go. So we'll take 12 away for each tour, and then the big one at Ballymore this year, the Nationals, combined with the junior boys and girls. No women's sevens anymore at the Nationals because of the Aon series between the university teams, which kicks off next month. So yeah, five tours to Brisbane. 4.
Reese down the blind side there, takes him on the outside, takes the ground, smart play. Micah blowing over. They'll set up here through Jai. Oh, great shot there. Did not miss Jai hit. One bit.
Cougars teammates.
Retained the ball.
Tonight.
Well played.
Tarney's a little bit offside there, but he's going to play on there. That's good. Tarney not involved in the play, so didn't blow the whistle. And Ryan's put boot to ball.
Yeah, it's not a bad option. Going backwards a bit. Relieve a bit of the pressure. Good straight line defence.
Found a Belly. Oh, Belly. And there's South's teammate on teammate. Belly bumping off Rapo there.
Got a release again. Yes, good hand.
Shift there.
Oh.
That was around the
Just
shoulder.
above the head.
Right.
Not much in it there. Not much in it.
Unlucky.
Thought he could have played on there.
He's got Y Secretary for a little high shot around the shoulder. You've got to keep away from there. Players know that now. Probably be a yellow in a competition game, that one.
Oh, mate, some of them would call it a red, but it's a different way of playing nowadays.
Braden, there you go. He's put that on the left foot.
Good kick from there, from the left footer.
Joe will be looking that to possibility of having a left footer in his team.
It certainly does make it handy even if he moves him out a bit wider in the outside centre. He's got a bit of size to him. I think he would work well in the outside centre position. The ability to have a left foot to do a wiper kick on the left side of the field certainly does help.
Cut ball there. He's found a belly. That left foot step.
Good
leg
defence
drive.
by Drew on the inside. Releases Todd. Probably should have given it there.
Oh, geez, he's bombed that one.
He was in two minds, wasn't he?
It's 2-on-1 there. You give that, and that's a yellow.
That's a cynical yellow, but obviously we're not going to play that in the trials, but definitely would have been having to sit down for a while.
Every day of the week. Quick tap and a try. Smart play there from that's the number 10 we've been talking about, Braden.
We could play some replays, but there was actually none for that whole quarter, so.
Except that one there.
Yep.
That's all right. We can just put the camera on Milky for the next couple of minutes. And
Yep.
Give us a wave,
Oh,
Milky.
no, it's still showing the replay. Just hold it on in there. There we go. We could actually fit it all into the frame, which is amazing. We got him completely in frame there. So well done,
Phillips.
Shep. Obviously had to do some
Number
hard work there to get
24.
Milky.
Look at him. He's certainly evolving.
He is. He started as a sprightly little winger. It's amazing what women and beer will do to you as a body.
Has he got a girlfriend? For the ladies out there, does he have a girlfriend?
I don't think so. He has shown a few photos of a couple of ladies, but not sure
Couple?
if...
He's got a couple of girlfriends.
Yeah, not sure which Ukrainian dating sites they're from, but he's had a few there, so...
There's Greg Tobin out on the pitch with his camera. Greg's doing the social media for the Mozzies 15 campaign.
If you haven't seen a couple of his player probes, get onto that Mozzies 15 supporter page. They're pretty funny.
Mozzies with a double S. S for Sam, not Z for Mozzies. Z for zebra, should say.
So Sunny are doing the team speech here. No one quite understands what he's saying, but he's a man of few words, old Sunia, but everything he does say, it's smack bang on. You tend to follow exactly what he's saying. He's a man with a bit of heart, loves his rugby. Just gone for a search to see if we can't bring Joe up. He might be coming towards the quarter time. Just have a quick chat.
Summer of sevens, is there women's? The youth? Is it under 17s? I don't even know the date, mate. September 29. After Adelaide.
Video on the golf cart too. I do know of them. I can't remember their exact names, but I've seen them at the golf club all the time. come back here for the last quarter. It's good to see some fans coming from the local golf club. Just decided to drive down, have a bit of a watch. How can you beat that on a Thursday night? Drive your cart down, unregistered, have a few beers, watch a rugby on a beautiful night like tonight.
That was another try, wasn't it? Lost track of the score. I think it's 19-7.
It's all right. Rugby's always a winner on the end of the day.
There's Greg Tobin. What a legend, Greg Tobin. Caleb Nicky back on the field for the Probables over on the wing. Reese is still at the back. Jai Snowden back on.
Be good to see how young Caleb goes on the wing again. Had a blinder last week. Showed he really deserves that wing position, I think, for the Mozzies so far.
And Zach again on the money. Oh,
And I've just
little
put the
bubble there.
commentary curse on him.
You did. Commentator's curse there. Shane Crowley, commentator's curse. Thought that might have been a knock on to Possibles first of all there, but anyway. Belly's been well contained tonight by the opposing backline there. What's Zach got up his sleeve here?
Looks like he's going to release some belly
No,
if he
it's not
can,
Zach.
but
Braden,
good
sorry.
pressure once again by Ryan in the half.
Zach's defending. That's a short arm. No. I do need my glasses. Oh, knock on there at the
Good,
base
good
of the
pressure
scrum.
in the scrum. Ryan pushing through as well, has done really well. Here comes the fearless leader in
Seb
Joe
Coach.
Albert, coming for a quick chat. He's on a mission.
To the top of the stairs. Left foot, right foot.
Jimmy's going to have a quick chat with him.
Supercoach Joe just joining us for the last quarter as Zach shifts that wide to young Reese. Joe, a couple of new guys having a run tonight.
Yeah,
A guy from Alice Springs, I believe.
Yeah, so Nye Booker, I think his name is, but he's flown up from Alice Springs and he's doing very well out there considering he's just flown in now. Pretty much jumped off the plane at 7 o'clock and got in the mix. So
Is he
playing
flown
very
up
well.
for the trial game or is he flown up for the Darwin Cup?
Well, two birds, one stone, you know.
That's good to see. Mate, who's impressed you tonight?
I actually think a lot of the boys are playing really well. There's a high expectation on the players, so but I think Braden he's just come up from Canterbury. He's playing 10 for the Probables. He's having a pretty solid game out there, controlling the game well. And obviously you got the loose forwards on both sides covering the park really well. So it's going to be a hard job picking the final team, that's for sure.
It's a good battle out there between Frankie and Johnny.
Oh
Back
yeah,
rows.
for sure. Frankie's a solid player, and you know Johnny covers the park so well. Then you got Hiddeny out there as well, and he's just a solid package. You know, he's a good, strong player, and just does the small things well.
Possibles have stolen that ball. Now look to clear off their own line. After Johnny tucks it under his wing. Gets over the 10-metre line. I don't see many Pirates boys out there tonight. Davey Taylor's having a run around on the wing. Are they a few injuries there or just unavailable tonight?
Yeah, there's a few boys that weren't available tonight, and a few that took a few bumps and bruises last week.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the players from Catherine couldn't make it this week. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, even a young Trey out there, he's had a solid game, and I think everybody on the park's really giving it everything, which is all we can ask, and they're playing very well.
Oh, a little bobble there from Sebi. Big Dog's let that go. He's going to play knock on to the possibles there. Probables lucky to get away with that. Looking to hit back. Little grubber there from Ryan. A little bit too big. And Big Dog playing advantage. About 12 out, centre field. Wise Sekatoga as well from Pirates. It's been good tonight too, Wisey.
Yeah, I think some of the old heads out there are really starting to hit their straps and show themselves in the team. It's good to see Reece Mulholland over from Gove. He's always a solid player, dangerous in open space. So
yeah, certainly.
Pretty excited about once we finalise this team, what sort of combinations we can create.
Reece has been jumping out of his skin for a game of rugby. He's playing a bit of AFL over there on Gove, but it's not the same as Union. So he's been really looking forward to tonight.
No, well, as soon as we put the program together, Reece was straight in contact and keen to be involved, and he's making the effort along with Naibuka to get here and trial for this game. So that goes a long way,
Great defence, and they've held him out.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Looks like we've got about 784 viewers watching now from all around the world, around the country.
Yep.
Good numbers, Facebook and YouTube.
Shep has had 23 beers before he's gotten behind the camera, so he's doing pretty well. Better than that guy in the first half anyway. Here's what we've been looking for, and great hands there by great hands all the way through.
Nigel Marr looking to finish, and he's over.
Good finish there, just got Trey off wrong foot there, and
we'll see there, Drew Tobin, he had to take that behind him.
Here we go. Drew's taking it low.
He's bobbled it great.
Done well to take it behind him there. Nigel has gotten it well.
You got it, mate. You got it.
Trey just probably had to go in low there, but great work by Nigel, just a bump on the inside. Yeah, terrific camera work there. Got hold of it all.
Finally decided to do away with the goal kicking. Let's just give everyone 7 points. That's probably the fairest way to do it. Oh, jeez.
Good kick off on the mark again. It's been terrific kicking tonight. Good work by Vinny. Steps back on the inside.
The wizard. Oh, up over the 30. Up over the 20. Oh, 18 metres out. Great
Best
run.
Frenchman playing in
Vinny
rugby
Marr.
at the moment.
Oh, easy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the 2019 French World Cup team.
Yep, yeah.
You heard it here first.
Stripies are working through there well. Great line there by Mbelly.
Oh, there's a
Been
pinch.
stolen.
Playing advantage. It was a good pilfer, but Big Dog playing advantage. Offside. Possibles 10 out. 10 metres to the right of the posts. They're just going to tap and go. Booker. Good crash ball. Playing advantage again. Oh, he could.
Nice. Knock on, looks like.
Big Dog very good explaining his decisions to the players. I know that when he referees the big B-grade games that I run around in. Certainly lets you know why he's blowing the whistle. 5 out. You know, pack a scrum down.
Yeah, not a bad option. 20 metres in, opens up a really big blindside. I wouldn't be surprised if they do look to go the 8-9. See the fullback coming out here. I probably would have kept the fullback on the open side. Give that bit more space for the 8-9, 14. Or they could just do that.
Easy there.
Bit of lazy work from the defensive blindside flanker and number 8. Really had to nominate who they were looking for. As we see here, takes it from the scrum. Flanker, Jai, just a bit slow to release out there. Yeah, not much could be done. Jai really had to just try and get off that scrum a bit earlier. But great work off the back there.
Nice 4 tries to 2. Zach Phillips kicks off. Not 10. Wisey's played at that. Scrum, centre field. Possibles ball. Vinny Manda food. I reckon we've probably got about 3 or 4 minutes left. And Shep's just dropped his beer.
Sacrilege. Has he spilt any? He has spilt some, and he's not going to consume it off these steps. It's not 100% sure what's been walking up and down here. Probably want to put the camera work on the scrum there, Shep.
Braden's got a belly coming back to the blind. Camera's not.
Hey? Apologies, we'll try and fix his camera work. Looks like Shep moving the beer may have caused an impedance.
I'm just replaying the last 30 seconds of nothing. Just checking all our cords and connections.
So that's the camera there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on footage. Is it plugged to the HDMI?
Reese Mulholland with a cutout ball to Q. Johnny makes a tackle. He picks up Drew Tobin inside. Drew offloads to Reese Mulholland. Reese goes to ground. The clean out's there. Drew to halfback. Finds Zach Rutherford. Probables clean out. Zach to halfback. Picks up Ryan McMurray. He's got Waisekatoga. Finds a flying Sevi out wide. Dave Taylor sticks the tackle. Great D there. There's a knock on. We'll play a scrum. Possibles feed, leading 4 tries to 2. We're just trying to get the camera back on. I'll try and describe best what's happening. There's a light breeze coming across the field. Lights are on 4 voltage. We've got a scrum down on the McMillan's Warren Park corner. At 5 metres out from the Possibles try line. Possibles to feed after defending a good raid there from the Probables, Fluoros. The scrum packing down now. Vinnie Mann to feed the scrum. Abelli looks like he's going to have a crash ball. He's standing there just off the scrum. Number 8 picks and goes, picks up Vinny, finds a Belly. Belly drifts across field. He's up over the 10. He offloads to Watson. Watson gets tackled, pops the ball out the back. Trey Crowley beats one. Reese Mulholland takes him. Sevi takes the intercept but knocks on. And Big Dog's blowing it. That's full time. So we do apologise for the last couple of minutes there. Great game. Well done to both sides. That's it. Possibles win 4 tries to 2. And wish the coaches all the best with their selection headaches, and we wish all the players who have participated all the best in making the squad for the minor championships in Adelaide in about 6 weeks' time, September 21, 22, 23, 24 down in Adelaide. Thanks to Shane, Shep, all the volunteers. Thanks to JJ's Car Hire, proudly supporting everyone. If you need a car, the Racing Carnival, give me a call. I wish all the South Darwin people celebrating the 10-year reunion on Saturday. Have a great weekend. Andrew Wise celebrating his 40th at the Darwin Cup on Monday. We'll be in the hottest 100 tent. Happy birthday to Wisey. Happy birthday to everyone having birthdays this time of year. Boys are still working on the camera. It's frozen. Maybe it's not frozen on Facebook. It's frozen at our end. There's Big Dog walking off, points to the crowd. He's asking Pura if he's got a brother that sings at a band on the Gold Coast. He met his twin. Big Dog, very vocal. Big Dog, very happy with his performance tonight. And we'll say goodnight from Land Rover Rugby Park. We'll see you all again. Next session will be, I imagine, the Summer Sevens on September 29. Till then, over and out.